Alrighty. Hello, hello, Emily. How are you?
Good. How about you?
I am doing so good. And again, I think I might be frozen on my end, so I apologize for that. But hopefully, it'll clear up here momentarily.
Okay.
There we go. The recording is always a little wonky, so sorry about that. But how are you today, Emily?
I'm doing pretty good. It's a little chilly over here, so I'm it's nice and chilly over here, so I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain.
Yeah.
How about you?
Likewise, I have my little space heater here, and it's
Yeah.
chilly in Florida, but can't complain, right? Um,
Yeah.
Super excited to chat with you, Emily. I know we've had some great conversations on the phone, so I'm happy that we get some FaceTime here. But ultimately, I would love for you to just kickstart our interview and tell me a little bit about your professional experience, if you don't mind.
So I've been a legal assistant and receptionist for about like 2 years now, and then I jumped ship to a transportation company with truck drivers. They're hauling phosphate and everything, so it's pretty cool to learn a lot. And what I've done there is just been a little bit of jacks of all trades. So I've been in accounting, HR. I've also been in front desk also, and then right now I'm in payroll and receiving. So just making sure all the customers are paying and everything's looking good on our end.
That's incredible. And thank you for that introduction. Definitely sounds like you're someone who is a jack of all trades. So that's amazing. Now, you mentioned a little bit about your experience, right? You've done legal assistant, you've done, front desk receptionist work, a little bit of HR, a little bit of, payrolling or accounting. So dabble in a few aspects. Tell me a little more about your experience with the front desk.
So where I was at front desk, I was at a lawyer's office. They did workers' comp. So a lot of our clients would be, injured or just waiting for that check to come in. So sometimes it can be a little bit frustrated. And what I've seen is just showing compassion and that empathy, and it just really goes a long way how to just make a negative experience to a positive experience. And I really take pride in that.
Absolutely. And it definitely sounds like you take pride in that, just based off of, you mentioned the compassion and empathy that you need to have for one, especially in that environment. So I think that's definitely one should carry in a front desk role.
For
Um,
sure.
Tell me a little bit about the pace. Was it fast paced? Was it, call after call, people coming in, emails? Tell me about that.
Definitely, because I was in between doing, front desk roles, so people coming in, having our vendors come in, also having clients come in, like walk-ins as well, just wanting to know a little bit more about our practice, and then also doing, the attorney's time cards and trying to put those all in by a certain amount of time. So I really had to do all like like really had to split myself into different people, and I was just one at front, so I really had to like split myself and then help out the attorneys with like translating and such. So it's something that I really had to split myself, but with like time management, I really were able to complete everything that I needed to do.
Absolutely. Definitely sounds like you were, kind of tackling a lot of one day, and, multitasking is definitely key in a role such as that. So I heard that in reference to you doing the timekeeping for the attorneys, payroll, etc. Do you know what system you were using? Was it
So
ADP or?
oh, my bad.
No,
so
that's okay.
so they were using a system called Perfect Practice, which is based with attorneys and such. But I have used that one in my current job. I'm using Excel and their accounting thing and a program that they're using. Basically, if it's a little different, I tend to like just to see how the other person does it, or just need a like one time overview, and I get it really quick. So yeah.
That's definitely a bonus because my client is looking for someone who has a little bit of experience with timekeeping or the actual, entering that into the system or their spreadsheet. So definitely a bonus there. Now, when we spoke on the phone, I noticed that your resume said present or presently working at Transfo. So I know that I mentioned to you that this client is looking to have someone start, fairly sooner than usual. So tell me a little bit about you in reference to starting a new role and where you stand with Transfos.
So yeah, I really have a good relationship with TransFloss, and I'm working alongside with the accountants as well. So they've been knowing that ever since I got married and we bought a house, we I've been trying to do my best to do a little bit more so that way I can also bring in revenue into our home, and so that way we can also do like our little DIYs here and there. And so it's been something that they've been knowing for a little bit now. So if I do have to work a little bit sooner than the 2 weeks that I've been wanting to give them, then that's totally fine with them because I have really good communication with them.
That's amazing to have that, established relationship with them. And, I feel like each time I talk, my screen freezes. So apologies for that. But I do just want to go ahead and wrap up this interview here. I definitely appreciate, all the details you were able to give me. And so if you don't mind, stay with me really quickly. I want to continue chatting with you. But again, I thank you so much for your time.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.